Hey Darren, I'm going to read you a story about Solomon and the Queen of Sheba in 1 Kings chapter 10, King James Version. And when the Queen of Sheba heard of the fame of Solomon concerning the name of the Lord, she came to prove him with hard questions. She came to Jerusalem with a very great train with camels that bear spices, and very much gold and precious stones. When she was come to Solomon, she communed with him of all that was in her heart. And Solomon told her all her questions, that was not anything hid from the king, which she told her not. When the Queen of Sheba had seen all Solomon's wisdom, and the house that he had built, and the meat of his table, and the sitting of his servants, and the attendance of his ministers, and their apparel, and his cupbearers, and his ascent by which he went up into the house of the Lord, there was no more spirit in her. She said to the king, I was a true report that I heard in my own land of thine acts, of thy wisdom. Howbeit, I believed not the words until I came, and mine eyes had seen it. And behold, half was not told me. Thy wisdom and prosperity exceeded the fame which I heard. Happy are thy men, happy are these thy servants, which stand continually before thee, and that hear thy wisdom. Blessed be the Lord thy God, which smited thee to set thee on the throne of Israel. Because the Lord loveth Israel forever, therefore made he the king, to do the judgment and justice. And she gave the king 120 talents of gold, and of spices a very great store, and precious stones. There came no more such abundance of spices as these which the Queen of Sheba gave to King Solomon. And the navy also of Hiram, that brought gold from Ophir, brought in from Ophir great plenty of almond trees and precious stones. And the king made of the almond trees pillars for the house of the Lord, and for the king's house harps also and psalteries for singing. And there came no such almond trees as were unto this day. And the king Solomon gave unto the Queen of Sheba all her desire, whatsoever she asked, beside that which Solomon gave her of his royal bounty. And she turned and went to her own country, she and her servants. Riches. The weight of gold that came to Solomon in 1 year was 666 talents of gold. 666. Beside that, he had of the merchantmen, of the traffic of the spice merchants, and all the kings of Arabia, and of the governors of the country. And King Solomon made 200 targets of beaten gold. 600 shekels of gold went down to one target. And he made 300 shields of beaten gold. 3 pounds of gold went to one shield. And the king put them in the house of the forest of Lebanon. Moreover, the king made a great throne of ivory and overlaid it with the best gold. The throne had 6 steps, and the top of the throne was round about behind, and there were stays on either side of the seat. And 2 lions stood beside the stays. And 12 lions stood there on one side, and on the other side 6 steps. And there was not the like made in any kingdom. And all King Solomon strengthened vessels were of gold. All the vessels of the house and the forest of Lebanon were of pure gold. None were of silver. There was nothing accounted of it in those days for Solomon. For the king had at sea the navy of Tarshish, the navy of Hiram. 1 and 3 years came the navy of Tarshish, bringing gold, silver, ivory, and apes and peacocks. So King Solomon exceeded all the kings of the earth for riches and for wisdom, and all the earth sought Solomon to hear his wisdom, which God had put in his heart. That they brought every man pleasant vessels of silver and silver, garments and armor, spices and horses, and mules, a rate year by year. And Solomon gathered together chariots and horsemen, and he had 1,400 chariots, 1,200 horsemen, and he bestowed in the cities of chariots. The king made Solomon to be interested in stones, and the cedars to be as the sycamore trees that are in the vale for abundance. And Solomon had horses brought out of Egypt, and linen yarn, and king's merchants received the linen yarn at a price. And the chariot came up and went out of Egypt for 600 shekels of silver, and a horse for 150. And so for all the kings of the Hittites, the kings of Syria did they bring them